All right, gang. November the 21st, I believe, is the day that we will be programming this one. I think it makes for a very nice thresholdy sprint type workout because a couple of things go differently in this workout than normal. Let's just go through what it is real quick. This is a 4-time chipper-ish kind of workout. 4-time. Start off either on a 3,200 for men, 2,800 for women. Bike sprint. I say bike sprint. Let's just go through the rest of the movements. I'll come back. After the bike, what we have is 160 double unders or 320 single unders. Then we move to 80 kettlebell swings. That's regular American style kettlebell swing overhead. And then it is 40 ab mat sit-ups or just regular sit-ups. And then 20 box jump overs where everyone should jump on something. So that means normally when I say everybody should jump on something, that means you guys who normally jump on a box should jump on an even higher box. So 30-inch box for myself. Let's go through these movements. The thing that's sprint-ish about this one is that you're constantly ripping off big sets, but we do get the party started on the long bike ride. Now, generally speaking, 3,200 for men, 2,800 for ladies it's not as much on a bike as it sounds, right? It's gonna take a little while, but you should be able to maintain a pretty high intensity on the bike. It's gonna be your all-out sprint, less than a minute type of thing? No, but it should be something where you never stop. Really shouldn't see anybody with their hands like this, resting, just letting their legs do the work. We know that doesn't pass enough meters and it doesn't pass the intensity test, particularly on a Thursday. So you might have to take something a little bit off your highest intensity, but try to get done the bike, right? Try to get done in a relatively reasonable amount of time. I took my my times today, my splits, movement to movement, and the bike took me exactly 4 minutes and 58 seconds for 3,200 meters. So again, I say this every Thursday, I'm not a strong biker, so some people are gonna be faster than that, but let's just say, try not to take more than, 7 minutes, something like that. Now, there's no cap, so everyone's gonna get off the bike. No one's gonna modify the bike. Next movement, double unders. We know how to modify that. In fact, I'll let you work this one out with your coach. Since there's no cap today and you're not like holding up anybody from equipment, if you have double unders, but 160 seems like Mount Everest to you, but you still want to try to get through them, try to get through them. You know what I mean? The time cap is whenever class is about to end. I don't think anybody's going to take us up on that, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to hold you to a time cap, even just on the double unders themselves. Get it done. If you don't, choose a different, more achievable, but still challenging volume. Up next, we have kettlebell swings, 80 of them. So what we always like with a kettlebell swing and why it might show up on Thursdays is that we can load it in such a way, same as, like a light thruster like we had on Tuesday, or med ball cleans, med ball sit-ups, slam balls, wall balls, anything that is relatively lightly loaded as compared to a barbell that you can rip off big sets of. So a kettlebell today, the expectation is that you're getting 10 to 20 reps minimally every time you pick that thing up. So could I see somebody doing this as 8 sets of 10? Sure. More likely we're thinking of a loading that could let you get it done quicker than that. What I did was 25, 25, 15, 15. What you have to remember, no matter what loading you choose, is that this becomes somewhat grip intensive. So you got to keep that in mind. What do we got after that? 40 ab mat sit-ups. Now there is a subset of people for whom the bike is no problem, double unders are no problem. If you're someone who wants to win this chipper today, the ab mat sit-ups actually do become crucial. They should be unbroken. I always like to say, what's an unbroken sit-up? I do sit-ups relatively slow. If someone beats me today, I will know it's because I am not fast enough in those sit-ups. I should have sped it up. I tend to treat sit-ups like a little bit of a rest, and I shouldn't. particularly today, I felt like that was a detriment to me. Last thing we're gonna do is those big box jumps. So think of the ab mat sit-ups as keeping time under tension. You need your core when you do a big jump, so it will be fatigued a little bit. All that just to say, make sure that first jump is thoughtful, that you think about hinging at the hips and exploding your hips up. I think you'll get it done. 20 is not a lot for us when it comes to box jump volume. I forget my time exactly. I think it was something in the 15-minute range. So something like 15 to 16, maybe on the tail end of the 15-minute market. I have it written down somewhere. My average RPMs on the bike to get done in 4:58 was about 65. I know I came out hot in the 70s. It dipped back down to 60. There were a couple of times where I had to stand up. You guys know what I'm talking about. Just to kind of let the lactic acid in my legs drain a little bit. Right back on the bike, evened out at an average of about 65. All right, guys, enjoy.